So baby, tell me where your love lies. Wasted days.
Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to do bio codes for Chaturbate and how to put them in and make them work in your profile. So let's get started. So I have all the codes right here that I'm going to show you today, and I have background number 1, which is the farthest background. I have the floating button, which I already have a video on, but I'm going into more detail. And then I have background number 2, which is on the actual bio. It shows a different picture for that background. You will see. And then I have picture with text, which is pretty simple. It just, there's text out beside the picture, and then a picture just in general. Okay, so what we're going to do first is, so what I've done is I went to my Chaturbate and I have clicked bio, and I'm showing you now my bio, and yes, it does need some work. We're going to fix that today. I actually do have a broken button, which I did have comments on my other video asking me how to fix that, and I'm going to show you today. See, there's my broken button. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go all the way up, hit edit your bio, and then you're going to scroll down to whichever code it is, which it's this one, and then I'm going to select the source code, which is the URL for the image that I'm using. And then I'm going to search for a Twitter PNG because I want it to, you know, be a transparent background. So I'm just going to click on a random one, and this one works. It has the checkered background. You want to right click and copy web address, and then you're going to paste it exactly where you copied that text. And then you're going to go either to one of these boxes and hit enter, or scroll all the way down and hit save. And see, now we have a non-broken button. Okay, so we're going to go back to edit your bio, and we are going to add in another button just to show you how it's actually done. So you're going to copy the code that I have provided down below, and you're going to paste it into the About Me section. I like to keep them spaced out just so I know where they're at. Okay, so for my random button, I'm going to make a Tumblr button, just because it's the first thing that came to my mind. Okay, so you're going to go all the way to the page that you wanted that button to bring you to. And then you're going to copy that web address, either Control C or right click and copy it, and then you can exit that one out. And then you're going to go to where it says href equals blah 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 blah. I'll show you where. And in between the quotations you're going to paste that URL, either using Control V or right click and paste. And now we need a picture, so we're gonna search for a Tumblr PNG, and you just look for one that you can use. Let's see, I like this one. but it does not have the checkered background, so it's not see-through. It will have a white background. Unless it's like this, if it shows up with a checkered background before you click on it, then it's not going to work. It's going to show up with a checkered background. So you want to find one that looks white, and then you click on it, and then it pops up like this one. This one is great. And then you go to copy image address, and then right where it says SRC, in between the quotations, you're going to paste that. And then you're going to either scroll down to hit save bio or update bio, or you can scroll all the way up into one of the boxes again and hit enter. But we're going to hit update bio. And then you see that it's behind the A, the other button I have. I'm going to show you how to move it around. So go back to your edit bio, and then find the code that you just made. Here it is. And then you're going to move the top number. I have this one at 350 and then 300, and it looks like I was doing 50 in between. So 300 minus 50 is 250. So change that number to 250. Okay, and then hit update bio. And it did put it in the place that we wanted it to be. And I don't like the actual size of this button, so we're gonna fix that as well. You're gonna go update bio, of course, and then you're going to find where it says in that code height and width. I like to make those two numbers the same just to keep it as a square. So we're going to change it to 50 and 50 because it was at 30 and 30, and I just didn't like how small it was. So 50 and 50. It's better, but it's also to the right, too far for me. So go back to that code, and go to where it says left, and I have it at 10, and I'm just going to change it to 5. And now it's almost all the way. I also have issues with it sometimes and getting the right numbers, and that's why you just have to play with it. And it usually depends on the pictures. So I'm changing the left number from 5 to 3 now. And then I didn't like how the picture was, so I'm changing the height, I believe, to 80. And then it has pushed it further down. So we're going to edit again. We're going to change the top number. I'm going to change it to 200. And it put it pretty decently, enough where I'm okay with it. And then the bottom button is kind of giving me issues with how small it is, so we're gonna go fix that. Okay, and now I'm going to show you how to make a little moving button. instead of putting PNG, you would want to put a GIF PNG. Okay. And then I'm just going to scroll down to one that I like. This ghost is pretty cute. So is ice cream. Let's do the ghost. So you're going to copy the image address. And then you're going to paste it where you put the other picture. And you're going to hit update bio. And now you have a little moving ghost, or floating ghost, and it's so cute. Now we're going to move on to pasting a picture. So I'm going to copy this code, which I did have copied wrong, and here in a little bit I will fix it, and I'll make sure that the right code is pasted below. But here I am actually putting the code, or putting that code all the way at the bottom because it's easier to find. So of course, copy image address. Okay, so now I do have the correct code on there. So I'm going to go down here and hit update bio. And now we have the picture of the cat. Okay, so let me just put this in word wrap so it's easier for me to read. And then I'm going to show you how to do background 1, which is the farthest background. I already have this code copied into there, so I don't want to add it again. So I'm going to scroll all the way up to the top, is where I like to keep mine. And I'm going to find a background picture. So I'm going to search for background. And I want a moving one, so I'm going to put GIF. Or GIF, however you pronounce it. And I didn't like any of these because they're all horizontal and we need vertical. We're going to add vertical. Let's just keep it simple and go with something like this. Copy image address always, and then you're going to find where it says SRC, and in between those quotations you're going to paste that image address. Anytime you see SRC, that means that that is the address for whatever picture is going to show up. Okay, so I'm going to hit enter right here. And then if you see in the background the image we just copied, if I scroll all the way down you can see it better. It's really pretty. Okay, so let's do background number 2. So it is within this big code right here. And it is okay. They didn't use quotations for this one. I'm not sure why, but they put end quote and quote, and in between those is where you're going to paste the image address. And this is the image that I'm going to use, so I'm going to hit copy image address, and then I'm going to paste it in where we highlighted. And then I'm going to scroll up and then hit enter, and then there we have that background. It does look a little pixelated, so you might want to find one that's a bigger image so it doesn't show up as pixelated. So right here I'm going to show you how to do the picture with the text out beside it, and I'm going to paste it right above this part of the code so it does show up on top of that background. And it's quite a big code only because the text that I had in it was quite long. We're actually going to edit that text right now. So I'm going to highlight where it starts and then stops, and then I'm just going to type hi and what's up with a little heart. Okay, and then I'm going to find SRC, and in between the quotations I'm going to highlight, and then I'm going to enter a picture. I don't want to use a GIF picture there, so I'm just going to find some random picture. I like the cat with the glasses. And then you should know the drill by now. Copy image address, and then paste it in between the quotation marks. And then let me copy this code. And then pasting it right here. Scroll down to update bio, and then there we have our little picture with the text out beside it. Okay, well I believe that is the end of this video. I've showed you background number 1, number 2, the floating button, and then the picture. And then we have the picture with text. Right here I am just editing it with my URL codes out of it and making sure you know where to put the codes. Like here I'm putting JPG, JPEG, or GIF image URL. So then when you get this and copy it, just edit out where it says what I just typed. And then I'm doing that throughout all of the codes, which I'm not going to add into the video, but you get the gist. Just read through and find where to put them. It's not very hard, honestly. Okay. Well, I really hope you enjoyed the video, and if you have any kind of questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below. And I will try to get to everyone that needs help. But other than that, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all later.
So baby, tell me what